Hello and welcome everyone to Oceania Racing League Tier 2, round number 2 here in Australia. Sorry for the late start and the late start to the stream. Just had a couple of dramas with my F1 game, and so that was that. I'm just quickly getting controller plugged in so I can do controls and stuff. Yep, there we go. And then, what do we want? That's fine, I just need to hide the UI and then lap data and track map. Okay, so Milan on his first flying lap on board with the Alfa Romeo through turn number 4 and now number 6, I believe. I might be a bit off. And now through this fast right-hander into sector 2 we go. Didn't carry a lot of speed through there, missed the apex by a little bit. He'll be making a look up for a not so great round 1, and so he'll definitely be wanting to get himself back into this championship. Slipstream from the Williams there, maybe a bit of traffic depending on how he saw it, but it would give him a little bit of a boost down the straight. Mickey goes provisional pole with the first time of an 18.8, which is not a great time. There we go, Kia plays 17.7, our previous round 1 winner there over in Qatar, and now Milan entering the third sector. Nails the apex quite well. Now just a little lift through here depending on the setup you're running. Now hard on the brakes for the final hairpin, and then this tricky traction final corner. Even on F122 you can still muck this corner up. Milan gets it pretty well done. What's it going to be to the line? It's going to be a 1 minute 18.2. So P2 for the Alfa Romeos 1 and 2, and then the Alfa Tauris 3 and 4 right now. McNuggies had to bail out on his lap. Call me Keg to the line. What's the time going to be? It's not going to be fast at all. It's going to be a 1 minute 20.999 as we now go to Phoenix, who is finishing his lap here through the final corner. What's the Ferrari man going to be able to pull off today? DRS open to the line. It's going to be a 1 minute 18.071. And Zonix now rounding through the middle sector will go off board with the Red Bull. And he runs out wide, doesn't invalidate, but that will not be fun for his tyres or his lap time. And that was some great car control there from Zonix. That could have gone horribly, horribly wrong in his first run in qualifying, as I think he's turned off his battery, and yeah, he did bail out. Frosty in the Haas invalidated is going to try go again maybe, but he doesn't have enough battery to get a competitive lap in. And that is it for your runners, so I'll go to Lolai Scored. Let's see how he can manage in the Haas. I'm just going to quickly... Sorry, I'm just getting up the stream and making sure it's all good, because I also need to grab the link and send it to the ORL Discord. And I need to quickly... Sorry guys, this is just because it was all put together last second because my F1 game wasn't working, so I just haven't sorted everything out properly. I just didn't want to launch for some reason. Oh, as Lolai Scored spun out the final corner. That is definitely interesting, and he's in the Haas instead of the McLaren, which is interesting. Okay, anyway, so here we go. Mr. Firestrike on a hot lap, rounding the final 2 corners here in the Alpine. How's he gonna manage with his lap time? What's he gonna do to the line? It's gonna be a 1 minute 19.3. Definitely lots and lots of time still to find in that. Now, who else is on a lap? Lolai Scored might be going again. No, his DRS is not open. McNuggies rounding the final corner. What's he going to be able to put together? He's probably going again. So we'll go on board with the Mercedes. Let's see what he can do. And through the first corner, he loses and he's in the wall and he's out of the session. And that is a big hit to his qualifying. That was a big crash there for the Mercedes. And that will definitely not be what he was looking for. But now we move on board with Mickey. DRS Open to begin his second flying lap in this Tier 2 qualifying session. Traffic coming out of the pit lane into turn 1. The Alpine doesn't get in his way. Down to 5th. Back on the throttle as fast as you'd like. It's not quite like F122. You won't be getting these random snaps at Australia. And now hard on the brakes into turn 3. And he gets a massive snap and he's going to back out of his lap. Not ideal for him. Anybody else beginning their laps? Yes, a couple of people. Macca Jr. Here we go through turn 1. Not a good run at all through there. Hopefully he can improve through the rest of the lap. As flat out as you head into turn 3. Heavy on the brakes. Down to 3rd. No, he goes down to 2nd gear. And now use all the track on the right hand side. He runs out wide. This is not a very put together lap already, I can tell. And he has got that number 3 on his car. Hopefully that isn't sign of things to come when it comes to Daniel Ricciardo joining AlphaTauri for Hungary in real life. As Macca runs out very wide and gets lots of tyre marble pickup on his tyres. But there we go, it's now off of his tyres as he heads into turn 9 and turn 10. Tap the brakes, don't hold them, as he has just held them and he's carrying absolutely no speed at all. It's a bit all over the place here. Is Macca not a great showing from him here in this qualifying session. Down to 3rd, down to 2nd. Now up the gears. Down to 5th, he hits the brakes, not using any of the track at all. And I think, yeah, he turned off his battery. So we'll now move to Mr. Frosty, heading through into Sector 2 now, running down the massive straight. And you've just got to be careful here. New DRS zone, you've got to make sure that you activate it. But turn 9 and turn 10 is such a difficult section of corners. And will he be able to put it together? Down to 7th. Pretty much too high of a gear in my opinion for a lap around Australia. He should be going down to 6th, but I guess he just wants to make sure he doesn't get any oversteer on the exit now. Down to 3rd. That is one of the trickier corners this game, I find. During my hot lapping, I always had massive trouble with it. Don't know why, don't know how, I just did. And now Frosty heading around the final corner. What's the lap time going to be as he opens up the DRS to the line? What's it going to be? It's going to be a 1 minute 18.100. Dead heat now. Has his battery off. Lol, I scored. Spun it and invalidated. Kia plays. Invalidated it. Milan into turn 1. Here we go. Off board with the Alfa Romeo. Let's see what he can manage in his second run in qualifying. DRS open. Hard on the brakes. You can see he's using all of the track. This is the example that you want to be setting for these other drivers. But he gets a snap of oversteer and he's round. Scratch what I just said. He spun around. That's his second lap. Absolutely ruined there. And Kia invalidated through turn 1. So, Mickey through into sector 2 now, under the Sail Force sign. That's how you know you're entering the next sector. And now, flat out all the way down this very long, not so straight, with the DRS opening as you get around here. Now, no, he's not on a lap. I am very stupid. Sparks, though, is on a lap in the Red Bull. So let's see what he can manage picking up from where we left off. DRS open now into turn 9 and turn 10. Purple through sector 2. Now he's just got to hook up the 3rd sector altogether. What Spark's going to be able to manage in this Red Bull for a second run? This could be quite crucial to qualifying in case his 3rd run doesn't go particularly as planned. So let's see. Nice on the traction here. Now just a lift, 5th gear, and then using all of the track down to 3rd gear, get it tapped around through the hairpin, and now 4th gear for the final corner to the run to the line. This is going to be an impressive lap from Sparks. Will it move him up into provisional pole position? I don't think it will, but it will move him up into P3, just behind his teammate. A 1 minute 17.997 with still final runs to go. I think Sparks has more in him, and I think a lot of the drivers on the grid have more in them. Kizzy has invalidated on his lap. And Mickey, I think, is coming into the pit lane. He doesn't really have enough battery to think about going again. Yeah, he is. Milan, though, is on a lap, I think. Yep. DRS open off-board with this Alfa Romeo. Let's hope he doesn't do what he did on his last attempt. As you go through turn 4 and into turn 5. There we go. He gets it together. Bit of a snap again still, but manages to hold it together. But I think he's turned off the battery again. Yeah, he did. Call me Keg on a lap down into turn 3. Keg isn't particularly in the run for pole position, but he is a driver that you should look out for during the race. He can maybe snatch some points. We have a pretty big grid here today, definitely a better turnout than last week in Tier 2. As DRS now open for Call Me Keg. And now into turn 9 and 10, Milan's out of the session, so that's not ideal. Actually, Call Me Keg's coming up to it. Apparently purple in sector 2, something makes me doubt that, but I don't know the downforce he's running. So where's Milan stranded off at? Oh, he's just teleported away, but from the looks of it, he's just gone straight. I don't know. Can't tell. So that's his qualifying session over with not a very ideal lap time, being the time that he sent... no, he went onto the grass by accident, is what he's just said in chat. Not great there for Milan, and as his TP, kind of disappointing. But he's very good on his race pace. We saw that last season, as Call Me Keg does a 1 minute 20.0. As Mr. Firestrike, no, PS Bomber on a lap in the Alpine. What's he going to be able to do as he enters into Sector 2 now? And into this high-speed string of corners, he's 3/10 down on his previous best. But hopefully, with the rest of the lap to go, he can still improve. DRS now open with the bright blue and pink Alpine looking gloomy as ever. With this cloudy, I must say, it's a very cloudy session. I wonder if rain is to be expected. And also, I haven't turned up my graphic settings. Hold on. Whenever I commentate, I turn up the graphic settings because the minimum ones just look horrendous. Let's try ultra high. Let's see. There we go. The game looking great as ever. As there's a Williams causing him grief. It's a laggy Williams. It's spicy. He's teleporting all over the place. Hopefully PS Bomber didn't get blocked from that, but considering he's 1.6 down, I would say he probably did. Here we go, Zonix on board with the RB19 here. Flat out around that right-hander easily in any F1 car in existence since like 2014, if not 2010, as now flat out all the way down this straight. And you just want to make sure you nail turn 9 and 10. I feel like a bit of a broken record. But here we go, will he get the car tipped in? The downforce playing into his strength here. And he gets a pretty good run through it. He was down on his time at the last sector split. But heading into sector 3, if he sends it almost like a Max Verstappen Monaco sector 3 type send, he might still improve on his lap time. This is his final run in qualifying. He doesn't have time to go again or build up battery and go on the same set of tyres. So this is crucial for him if he wants to try snatch pole. He has to improve by only 10 milliseconds. I mean, a tenth, sorry. And he does. He improves by 2, nearly 3 tenths with a 17.6. So that was a good run there. PS Bomber is going to have to come into the pits and he won't improve. That's annoying for him. Firestrike going very slowly. Dead Heat off in the gravel. So everything's kicking off here in Australia. What will Spicy do? He's teleporting all over the road. Holy moly. As Maka Jr.'s just retired from the session. Kizzy also causing yellow flags on his outlap. As Spicy just a bit all over the road. That's not going to be good for the race. What? Yeah, no, okay. I'm not spectating that. Sparks is about to begin his flying lap, so we'll go to that as Kia plays. Why hasn't he come out? I don't know. He's retired from the session. He's in the fight for pole. I don't know why he hasn't gone out and set a final lap time. That is probably one of his worst decisions. Anyway, through turn 1, on the limit, Sparks all the way to the yellow line now. DRS open as he heads into turn 3. This will be an overtaking hotspot in a couple of minutes' time for the race. But we move back to the fact that we're in qualifying here. Stable as you'd like with that setup that he's running. Flat out round the right-hander. As now you're running through this high-speed right-hander. You don't think the car will stick, but it just does with the downforce these modern-day Formula 1 cars have. And now the DRS wide open for Sparks. Can he snatch pole off of his teammate is the question we're all wondering. Will he get pole in this Australian Grand Prix? He's nearly a 10th up on his time. That won't be enough as it stands. That'll not even get him past Kia plays at the moment. He needs to pull out an almighty Sector 3, much like his teammate Zonix did. What can he do? He gets a very nice run through that right-hander, and now just a lift through here. Get all the way to the left-hand side, and now hard on the brakes. Don't get tyre marbles on your tyres. And now short shift to 4th for the final corner, and he spins it on his final flying lap in qualifying. That was looking like it would be a very good Sector 3, and he breaks his wing. That could have been the difference there. For Spark, Mickey 3/10 up on his time. There's an Alpine stranded in the middle of the track. We don't have ghosting on Mickey. And Mickey has flown into the Alpine of Firestrike. And that is his final run done. And most of the grid is DNF'd in qualifying here. PS Bomber though, still lapping around. I don't know what his plan was here. I'm just watching a replay of that. Oh my word. Oh, as PS Bomber swerves across the line for P8. Okay, so your grid order, I'll run you through that in a sec. So your grid order is Zonix on pole position with a 1 minute 17.6. Kia plays P2 previous round winner with a 1:17.7. Sparks just breaking the 17 to the 17.9, throwing it away on his final lap. Phoenix P4, Frosty P5, Milan P6, Rapid Mickey P7, PS Bomber P8, Firestrike P9, McNuggies P10. Dead Heat P11, Call Me Keg P12, Kizzy P13, Macca P14, Lola scored P15, Spicy P16, DXman last place P17, not setting a lap because he had to serve a qualifying ban. I'm just going to have to ask Spicy to leave the race. He's caused multiple incidents in qualifying. As here we go then. 5 red lights for the Tier 2 Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go. PS Bond will jump the start. He's going to get a drive-through penalty. Zonix gets a decent start too as they move into turn 1. Kia plays, not getting swamped, but he is going side by side with the Ferrari of Phoenix. He spins into turn 1 and he's in the wall and he's out of the race. Both of the Alfa Romeos are out of the race. So is Spicy. And that is a huge crash. And what has just happened? So that is a safety car deployed, and I was just trying to take in what just happened. Oh my god, okay. Zonix leading the way, Phoenix in P2, Sparks P3 now, moving up into P3. PS Bomber moves up to P4 but has that drive-through penalty to serve after the safety car. McNuggy's P5. Fire Strike P6. Mickey penalties has a 5-second for contact. Dead Heat P8. Call Me Keg P9. Kizzy rounds out the top 10 right now. Macca Jr. P11. Lola scored P12. DXman P13 after serving his quali ban. And Frosty P14 after just rejoining to the race. So once they catch the safety car, they'll queue up behind. So, oh, what the... Why is it on broadcast safety car? My fucking word. Can somebody invite Frosty, by the way, if you're in the race and watching? And can somebody also invite Mickey? Anyway, so we restart now. Zonix has control of the grid. How's he gonna restart it? He's restarted early and he's got a massive jump. He's nearly got 5/10 the gap to Phoenix. And that is a massive restart for him. PS Bomber, though, has to serve his drive-through. Let's go into turn 1. Who's going to make moves? Fire Strike goes for a dummy up the inside. The McLaren of Kizzy going up the inside of Rapid Mickey gets the move done. Call Me Keg goes right around the outside, has to back out of it. Mickey up into P7 there. As now Dead Heat looking all over the place. Gonna go up the inside of Mickey. Down the inside. Obviously, Mickey's on AI. Can somebody please invite him? So, Macca Jr. up into P10, past his teammate now. DXman up the inside, gets the move done. Now Lola scored is behind Mickey. Will Lola scored go for a move? Yes, he does go down the inside on Mickey. Completely cuts the corner. Probably got an illegal overtake. Surprisingly not. He did not get an illegal overtake. Anyway, moving back up the grid to PS Bomber. Will he come in and serve his drive through this lap? Yes, he does. McNuggy's now on the back of Sparks for P3. Using a lot of his battery though. We head into turn 1. Sparks will be looking to chase down Phoenix 2 so he can get it into a Red Bull 1-2. Zonix already has a 3-second time penalty, so definitely not ideal when it comes to his racer's standpoint. And Mickey has retired from the session. My fucking word. A lot of people retiring. Is that McNuggy's crashed? Yes, it is. Off to the side. What is going on in this race? Yeah, Mickey's AI has just retired him. So we have to do a quick lobby restart. At the X-Men. Okay, sorry guys, we just have to do. we just got Zonix sending out invite. I mean, Frosty sending out invites. Sorry, guys. Do my invites want to work? No, not today. Sorry guys, it's a bit scuffed.
Mackenzie?
Alrighty, finally we're getting underway. Jesus. What's this about? While we wait for this restart, what have I got? Oh yeah. Williams livery. Yes, I can be a boat on wheels. Yo, 300 pit clay. Alrighty. Get underway here in about 30 seconds. Okay, let's hope nobody forgets their setups, as after a painful fucking lobby restart, we're gonna get underway for tier 2, hopefully, that is. There. We're gonna be running overtime here, we're gonna have to go straight, well, at least I am gonna have to go straight into tier 1, which is annoying. Hopefully the race doesn't take a full hour, hopefully it only takes about 40 minutes. Anyway, here we go. 5 red lights for the Australian Grand Prix here in Tier 2. And once again, it's lights out and away we go. Zonix gets off to a good start. Kia Plays also getting off to a good start. Not challenging for P1 just yet. He slots in behind. Sparks into P3. Closes the door on Phoenix. Phoenix can't quite get up the inside. Holds P4. Mickey up into P6. Milan down to P7. But holds it together through turn 1 this time around. And here we go. Kizzy on the outside of McNuggies. Will he get the move done? Right around the outside in the McLaren. He's still on the inside. The outside becomes the inside, and now he's through. There's an Alpine off the track. It's Firestrike in the wall, and that is a huge crash for Firestrike, and PS Bomber is also up the back. And that is a safety car deployed. So, Zonix here plays Sparks and Phoenix all on the medium, Frosty on the softs, Rapid Mickey and Call Me Keg on the mediums, Macca Jr. on the softs. Kizzy on the mediums, Milan on the soft, same with McNuggies, DXmond on the mediums, Deadheat on the soft, Lol I scored on the hards, PS Bomber on the soft, Spicy on the soft. As now we go to penalties, Phoenix has a 3-second, Mickey has a 3-second, and Kizzy has a 5-second. Okay, as Kizzy comes into the pit lane, anybody else in the pit lane? No, he's just serving a penalty. As the Alpine of PS Bomber replacing his wing, the Ferrari of DXmond also replacing his wing. They're lucky the safety car has saved them in that respect. As, yeah. A couple of drivers forgot their setups, which isn't ideal. Kia apparently being one of them. He is, was supposed to be challenging for the lead, but with no setup, I kind of doubt it. Ay, ay, ay. So once again, it's very cloudy. Is there rain scheduled for this race, I wonder? I do wonder. Anyway. So I've already ran you through your tyres, and obviously these three at the back had to replace their wings. Mickey has lagged out of the session again, and what is going on here between Sparks and... what on earth? Sparks, my man, stop tapping it. So Spicy needs to leave the race, he's lagging again massively. As Kia is in, maybe to do a front wing adjustment. Sacrificing his position on the restart. No, he's just going onto the soft compound tyres. So there we go, he's caught up to the grid once again. Hopefully the safety car should be in at the end of this lap and we see the fight for the lead. Frosty's in P2, which is a very nice start for the Haas driver. And Milan's in P5, so he is now the lead Alfa Romeo. With some work to do, Mickey, thank God, joins back in the session. Spicy, if you could just like retire in pits. As we are underway now Sorry, I didn't even see the message on the top of my screen. Here we go, Zonix gets a good restart down into turn 1. The message didn't even go off that the restart was happening on my screen at least. As here we go, down into turn 1, Mickey dropping down the order, should be getting control of his car soon. Here we go, PS Bomber defending, DXman has just had a little bit of a snap there. Kia plays up into P13, Mickey is lagged out again in this race. As here we go, Kia plays runs out a bit wide, obviously not running a setup now because he's accidentally forgotten it, and it looks like it is affecting him massively. He's all over the road. Hopefully he can make the best of a bad situation though and continue to go for it. Here we go, Macca Jr. Battery on, looking for a move on Call Me Keg for P3. This is for a podium place early on in this race. Will he be able to get the move done? No, he's not gaining enough. His wings are probably just a bit too high. McNuggy's all the way on the back of Milan here. The Alfa Romeo will be looking to attack and defend at the same time. Zonix down into second place though. Frosty, of all people, has the lead. That is not something I thought I'd be saying today. No, not for very long. As Zonix hits the back of Frosty, and Frosty has to back out of that. Milan all over the back of Macca Jr. Might go for a move into the final corner. He does go up the inside. What an overtake this would be. This would be in the running for overtaking. The weakest Macca! I was trying to think of something clever to say there. It didn't work. Macca gets a snap of oversteer there and has to go into the pit lane with a broken front wing. He also hit McNuggies, which has lost him heaps and heaps and heaps of time there as we now head into the 5th lap of this race, the second that isn't under safety car. Sparks making his way up the grid, down through turn 1. And dead heat right around the outside of Lolai Scored. Tries to go for the switchback, but he now has a Ferrari on his inside! As Lolai Scored gets it all wrong and is now has tyre marbles all over his car and is side by side with Phoenix. Phoenix right around the outside, sticking it around the outside. This is giving round 1 last season in F122 when the lead was getting fought for with Vipemon. That was a very identical situation. And there we go, Lolai Scored holding on to the position from Phoenix. DXman looking to get involved now, might be running higher downforce than some because he actually runs setups in Australia this year, surprisingly. Or this game, surprisingly. Higher downforce than you might think. As Lolai Scored gets overtaken by Phoenix out of this corner now. Kizzy up the inside on Lolai Scored, can't quite make the move stick, gets an oversteer moment. Oh, I might be able to see. I might be able to see. Just give me a few minutes.
Couple of minutes to begin. Couple of minutes.
There's a battle going on here, but I actually need to quickly.
Yes.
Toto, please say. Sorry, guys, I just need to get Toto. Okay, anyway, in the meantime, while I wait, Mr. Frosty fighting Milan for P2 as they head into turn 9 and turn 10. Call Me Keg gets up into P3, Milan has high top speed. Call Me Keg now looking for a move on Frosty potentially. Pulls to the right hand side. Goes down the inside. What a dive bomb that is. And he smashes into the side of Frosty. Frosty just about holding the position. That was a bit dangerous from Call Me Keg. And I think, yeah, I think he has left end plate damage. And Milan goes right around the outside. Call Me Keg keeps it on the inside. Makes contact. Nearly pushing Milan off the circuit. This is bringing McNuggies into the battle for P1 here. Now, DXman, DRS open. As we now head into turn 1, he can't quite get any sort of move done. And Toto should be here soon. Okay. So, there we go, Phoenix. Side by side with Kizzy, right around the outside, gets the move done, gets a better exit, he now has the inside for the next corner. Kizzy will be very ballsy there to keep it around the outside, and oh my god! Milan is out of this race, and he is so lucky that Frosty forgot to turn ghosting on. That would have been a catastrophic crash. And that is a safety car. My word. He is so lucky that Frosty forgot to turn on ghosting. Holy moly, that would have been a huge crash.
Oh, okay, I'll put on for mum and dad.
Okay, anyway, is that end plate flying there from the Ferraris? What is going on? Oh, Zonix gets disqualified! Oh no! He's mucked it up and he's accidentally overtaken the safety car and he is disqualified. Oh my word. This is an order to behold. Call me Keg in P1. Oi, oi, oi. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just gonna tell Toto. I'll go into... Okay, under safety car. I'll be back, guys. I'm so sorry. Hopefully Toto should join and cover me soon. I will only be like 5 minutes. Oh, thank God, we're still under safety car. Okay. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was. Okay, coolio, we're fine. Maybe there's another safety car, I'm not sure. Toto did not arrive. RIP. It's fine, alrighty. We are going to get underway. Call me Keg, of all people, has control for the restart. As now, where's he going to go? He already had the overtake enabled. And he's going to get on the throttle, and it's a safety car. What the fuck? What? Right? No? What? What is happening? I'm so confused. Okay, the safety car graphic came up and then went away. Great game, EA. Call Me Keg is somehow running away with the lead right now. Phoenix trying to chase him down. A lot of the grid has penalties now. I was away, so I don't even know what happened. How do you even get 3 seconds under safety cars? I don't even know. Anyway, here we go. Underway. Phoenix doesn't have as low a downforce as Call Me Keg, I would assume. No, he's actually gaining. Gaining. Will he be able to go for the move on Call Me Keg into turn 9, turn 10? No, but he might be able to go for it into the next portion of the lap. Sparks and Frosty, though, going side by side. Frosty gets the move done on Sparks. And that was a good move there with the battery. As here we go into turn 11. No, Phoenix not quite close enough. So that was close there for Phoenix, but he still has a long way to go left in this race. So that could have definitely just been a part of his thought process there, just trying to be more careful there. As now Kia plays, trying to make his way up the grid with the default setup. Obviously quite a few drivers forgot their setups though, so a few drivers might be in the same boat. As Phoenix still not gaining enough on Call Me Keg, he's going to have to do it on outright pace through the corners, as he doesn't have the straight line speed. PS Bomber in third though, absolutely flying, and there's yellow flag in sector 1. It's DXman having an absolute stinker as he ends up in the grass at turn 1. Here we go, Kizzy trying to look for a move on Dead Heat, but not quite close enough. Sparks is in the wall! Oh my, he's hooked it on the curb and he spun around, and that is a safety car deployed. He's not out of the race, luckily, but that could have been a lot more catastrophic for him. Somehow, Call Me Keg still leading this race. J-Man will be ecstatic. Oh man, okay. So, safety car is deployed. I don't even know who's pitted. A couple of drivers dashing in the pits. Kia gets a penalty. Let's go detail. Tyres. Okay. No, we'll go pit stops. Call Me Keg hasn't stopped. Frosty has stopped. Phoenix is on 2 stops. PS Bomber's on 2 stops. Kia Plays is on 2 stops now. He'll be going to the end on those mediums. Sparks is now coming in for his first stop. Spicy's been on like 2 stops. Okay, so a lot of the grid has stopped. 4 stops for Macca Jr. Jesus. So, a lot of drivers coming in for hard tyres till the end, but I do think the mediums can make it. But a lot of drivers started on the mediums. And then we have Kizzy on new mediums, Lolai scored on new mediums, Spicy on 4-lap old softs, who should have came into the pits because he has no wing. And then Call Me Keg still leading the way on old tyres. Oh, yeah, okay. Not much to commentate on the safety car, considering one literally just happened. Oh god, stop yawning, Jesus. PS Bomber though does come into the pit lane. And what tyres is he fitting? He's fitting a new wing as well, and he's going mediums till the end. Okay. So now Spicy just needs to come into the pits. He's going around on no wing. What is he doing, man? Ay. Oh, fuck me, I keep yawning, bro. Call Me Keg still needs to pit. Frosty doesn't need to. I don't understand why. Yeah, oh, it's from the other safety car. They would have pitted under the other safety car. There we go, Spicy retires from the session. So hopefully safety car should be in this lap and we can actually get underway for some racing. Yes, it is underway. And let's look behind Call Me Keg to see how he backs up the grid on the safety car restart. He's not really backing them up at all, really. A lot of other drivers would be slowing down heaps more. Okay, so here we go. Will he slow down or is he just going to bolt again straight away? So here we go. I think that's Toto.
I am here. Yes, hello.
So, I'm now joined in the comms box by Toto as we enter lap 14 out of 29. The safety car restart is underway there. Mr. Frosty gets a pretty good restart. Here we go, though. Kia Plays going for a move down the inside on Phoenix. As they head into turn 1, he got an illegal overtake. He jumped the gun just a little bit and had to let him back past. And now the two people who had contact on lap 1 before the restart back side by side, and here we go, Kia right around the outside when it comes to going around the outside of Phoenix. He gets it done, they nearly make contact, and now he's going to move on to trying to get the move done on DXman, but DXman is on fresh mediums. Oh wait, no, he's not, he's on old hards. I keep getting confused on what tyres who. And there we go, now Frosty all over the back. McNuggy's actually, though, on the back of Frosty. This is a bit all over the place, this restart. There's a lot of drivers here, there, and everywhere trying to go for moves, but that's what you want to expect from a restart. Here we go. Frosty looking right around the outside of Call Me Keg. Will he finally get Keg out of the lead? No, he won't. Keg lives another day as they head through turn 9 and turn 10. As, oh no, there's been contact. DXman has hit McNuggy's round at turn 10. As
yeah, real shame for McNuggies there. Obviously, I can't even see the stream, but McNuggy sounds like he's having an absolute unlucky day.
yeah, not going super well right now as Kizzy's just got the move done on Dead Heat, the other Mercedes driver. And Dead Heat will be kicking himself over that one. He'll want to get back past because he does have that time penalty. So if anything, he'll want to go ahead more and try stretch the gap to the two people in this race that don't have penalties. As here we go down into turn 1. Frosty up the inside of Call Me Keg. They nearly make contact there. Frosty has to back out over the curb, and now Kia Plays tries to go through on Frosty. Nearly gets up into P2, but now Frosty tries to go right around the outside of Call Me Keg. They make contact, and Call Me Keg nearly pushes him into the wall. And there we go. Kia Plays right around the outside of Call Me Keg now. Moves up into P1. But he goes off the track and gets what I assume is a triple warning, because he only just got a penalty, and now he's just gone off the track of that corner and got another penalty instantly. So hopefully he can get that removed. He's on 14 seconds now, so he's not having a great day when it comes to the old track limits. As
you didn't invite, by the way. Sorry.
my invites are broken. Maybe ask. I don't know if Mickey left the session after his AI DNF'd him. As here we go, they're too wide into the chicane, and Call Me Keg's out of this race. They made contact into the chicane, and that's a safety car once again.
Oh, okay, someone can invite me then, please.
Yeah, just go into tier 2 chat.
Yeah, I have.
Ay. So many safety cars in this race, man. It's just this game, honestly. It's so laggy, it's been riddled with bugs constantly.
I think we have to go back to last season at ORL. Div 1 especially, those last few laps kind of just showed that it's the first few races of the season, everyone's trying to win. You know, people think they have the chance at the title, so they're actually just trying to simply prove that they can do it.
It's not that, it's all the bugging and stuff, because we've had to restart the lobby and people are lagging all over the shop.
And I've been invited by Milan. I will be joining the session now.
Thank you, Milan.
Milan, I'm gonna buy you a cookie.
From Subway, bro.
Yeah, from Subway.
Subway cookie.
Alright, 17 of 29 laps. Oh, I've missed out on a fair bit, seems.
Yeah, you have, because, you know, oh yeah, I'll be home in 5 minutes, I swear it takes just 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, there was an instance where I had to step in and do thingy-majiggies.
Yeah, under the last safety car, I had to go and watch my sister open a few of her presents.
Alright, so, order, here plays Mr. Frosty, Phoenix, Sparks, Hizzy, Detty. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 DNFs.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's anything to go off, this is going to be an interesting last 12 laps of the Grand Prix.
By the way, Milan has said, yay, ship it to New Zealand, please.
New Zealand? Okay, don't worry, Milan, I'll make sure your name is imprinted on the cookie itself.
Yeah,
So,
obviously, Zonix would have been one of these favourites to win the race, but he accidentally overtook the safety car under the first one and got DSQ'd almost instantly.
now, interestingly enough, my lap counter has just gone from 18 to 17. So that's very
We're on lap 17, we're on lap 17.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Mr. Frosty makes a return after his European trip. He's up in second place at the moment. However, though, we do have Sparks and Kizzy with no penalties, so that is going to most certainly come into play if they stick close together.
Yeah, as long as they stay close to the front of the grid, they definitely will be definitely in the running for the win. Obviously, Kia, unless a lot of his penalties were triple warnings or something from the same corner over and over and over again, he will have a lot of penalties. I think he can get one of them removed because I'm sure that one of them was a triple warning on that restart when he went wide at the infamous triple warning corner. But yeah, definitely interesting turn of events that Kia Plays has ended up in the lead. Obviously, he is also running default setup because he forgot to load his setup after the lobby restart. He's just been rear-ended by Frosty!
That was a quick reaction there. Oh, Frosty just must have not pressed the brakes hard enough. I don't know what happened.
I did that in OPSL yesterday, to be fair. I didn't press my brake pedal hard enough and spun looting rifle while I was on dries in wet conditions.
Very funny. But, I do have to say, Kia Plays is in probably the worst position of the world right now because everyone behind him has effectively got no penalties, except for Phoenix, of course. Someone that is surprising to me is Dxmond is down in P9. After last week, he was the quickest guy, he had pole, I think he had pole, yeah he did. He was very quick in the race, but a few instances caught him out. He's now in P9, so that's interesting to see. And the safety car will be in this lap, so the drivers will hopefully get their tyre temperatures up in these last few moments. And then they will be straight away going for it. I think Kia Plays is going to have to get the most important restart of his life here. And he's going to have to hope Mr. Frosty holds everyone else behind him back. Because he needs a gap, regardless if he can get rid of the penalties or not.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think after Qatar, where he only got like 2 penalties or 1 penalty or something like that, you wouldn't be getting penalties in Australia, but he has done, so that is definitely interesting.
You also have to take into consideration, it is the yellow line at Australia, which is different to any other track. So any white line, like any way you'd use the white lines at any other track does not work here. But where green flag, Kia Plays has bolted. However though, not the restart he wanted, because Frosty is right behind him into turn 1 on those hard tyres. I think Kia should be able to put the gaps. Frosty got so close there.
There's a Mercedes off the track, dead heat, rejoining onto the track. Don't take out your teammate. He hasn't. He's rejoined quite well. Now he ends up side by side with Dxman. Dxman is now through for P8. But obviously after penalties, Dxman is flying up the grid. He might even be in the top 5 after penalties, is it? Maybe even the top 3. As Lawlike scored, picks up another 3-second time penalty, and now Kizzy is just licking his lips, trying to look behind Sparks, see if he can go for a move, but Phoenix has just ran wide, and that allows Sparks into it, and he gets right around the outside.
It is very much. Here we go down the main straight. Phoenix is trying to get into the slipstream, but I think Sparks is just going to be a bit smarter about it. Try to cover it off, and Phoenix is going to go for it. No, he's not. He's smart about it. Kizzy was getting close there, so was McNuggies. They're all very close to this section. PS Bomber and DX1 have joined this fight. This is a very fat train right here. Kia Plays has absolutely bolted as we see the Ferrari. Oh, Kizzy very close into the back there. There is a bit of a tire variance here as well. We have to keep that in mind. Sparks is behind Frosty now. They're so close. There's a Ferrari in the background. That was Phoenix. Kizzy goes off. Oh, the Mercedes. Through goes Hamilton. Oh, the Ferraris come together.
Oh no, Kizzy spun!
Kizzy is spun and he's caretaking himself out of the race. What a shame. That's not a safety car. They're going to keep going.
We're at the safety car limit.
DXmon's up to 5th. Unbelievable. Phoenix is down to 7th. It's a Ferrari disaster.
And here we go, McNuggy's right around the outside of Sparks. Will he be able to get the move done? He's still hanging it down on the inside. Sparks right around the outside holds the position for now. And McNuggies has another run around the outside, but he decides to think better of it, and that's allowed DXman back into the party. DXman backs out of it, and he's probably going to go for a move into turn 9.
I was so close there between... Oh, McNuggies has left the session. I was saying he was I was thinking he was lagging a little bit. I will invite him back.
Yeah.
Don't worry, McNuggies. I will invite him back. It's all kicking off here at ORL Div 2 Australia.
Yeah, everybody who finishes now will get points as it stands, so that is quite big for this race. Call Me Keg obviously was going from leading this race to now DNFing because of that turn 9-10 incident. He'll probably be spewing when he looks back at this race. As here we go, McNuggy's just starting to get swamped by the cars coming up behind him like his teammate.
It's not good. I have invited McNuggies back.
Oh, here we go. DXman all over the back of Sparks. I thought he was going to go for a move into the final corner, but he decides better of it. As here we go. Sparks behind Frosty, DXman behind Sparks. Who will go for the move first? It looks like it's going to be DXman. He has better straight line speed, and he pulls alongside as down into turn 1. DXman gets the move done quite easily, and Sparks is just defenseless against it. It looks like DXman is just using quite a lot of his battery.
Yeah, that was very close there. He almost went into the back of Frosty, and he goes down the inside. Oh no, but Frosty thinks better though to keep him around the outside, and he will hold the position for now. This is working very well for Kia Plays though at the moment, I will say, because he just needs a gap right now. He's already pulled so much. I'm thinking he could very well do something with this. As Frosty gets another time penalty. If you look at that gap already, he actually only needs 2 more seconds. As the X1, he's going to go for it, but he's already run out of battery. He's already run out of the battery. Frosty's got 95%. This is not going to be good. It is a double detection zone, though, so he should get through it this lap. But about next lap, maybe, if he can keep it together, as he almost bended there. That was very close, but here comes Sparks. He's right behind him. Sparks is going to go for the move. No, he's not. He thinks to just be a little bit more patient there. The Alpine. Oh, PS Bomber is getting into this fight as well. Who would have thought PS Bomber would be in this fight? He has used a bit of battery as he's gone close to the Red Bulls. Frosty's gone deep. He's gone deep. Sparks is going to try and overtake him.
Oh, they made contact in here.
It doesn't work.
Here goes PS Bomber.
PS Bomber is going to go through on the inside. He's up into 3rd place. That is unbelievable. PS Bomber, after last week, he ran out of fuel. Oh, he's so close there. He runs wide, though. Sparks is right behind him. He's going to cover into this next corner. Sparks is ahead. He's going to go down the inside. Not quite. He just gets it through. Oh, God. PS Bomber, after running out of fuel last week, that was absolutely insane. He's up to 3rd place, Lindsay. He's up to 3rd. That's unbelievable.
Just quickly though, DXman very quickly chasing down Kia Plays.
Oh wow, he is. But look at the battery though. DXman has got nothing. Kia Plays has got 95% of his battery.
Here we go. Sparks going down the inside of PS Bomber, gets through before the corner. Will Frosty join him? Oh, they made contact and Frosty's in the wall.
A huge crash. There's a virtual. Oh my God, that was huge. Oh, that Haas went in the air. Oh, that was gigantic. I did not see what was happening there. I was checking the battery of dead heat behind McNuggies. I was having a look at the other cars. I didn't see that.
I'm just rewatching it on stream.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I didn't see what was. Oh, I said Alpine nearly goes into the back there of Sparks.
Oh, that was a massive incident. Jesus.
That's going to be interesting. Stewards are going to have a look at that after the race. As Kia Plays has boxed for the softs. And the VSC's ended. That is a very interesting strategy. Considering
It looks like he cleared a penalty.
Oh, yeah, he's cleared a penalty. That is not too bad. Cleared a penalty. That is actually very crucial for him. Because he had a lot of the penalties, and getting rid of those is exactly what he needs.
Yeah,
so,
he cleared one penalty, and then if that other one was a triple warning, like I suspect it was, he's only on 6 seconds, so he would move up a position.
We do have to keep in mind that DX1 may be quicker, but he is running out of battery, and battery, yes, he's already below, he was 30%, he's already below 10%. Sparks is just keeping it at about half. Phoenix gets another 3-second time penalty. I'm looking at this right now. PS Bomber could get a podium here. That feels really weird to say, but PS Bomber could actually get a podium here. I'm not going to jinx it. As an Alpine team principal, I'm not going to jinx anything happening, because I know whatever I say is going to, pretty much the opposite's going to occur. But, keep the prayers going. Sparks he's lost a bit of time this lap on the hard tyre. Don't know when those mediums or DX1s are going to drop off. You can assume it's within the next 4 laps, we say. It's probably somewhere in that window. You now see Sparks, 40% battery. He's just burning a little bit. PS Bomber is sitting nice. Low Score has got an absolutely chunk amount of battery. Although he's got Kia Plays on fresh softs. From behind him is Nuggy sets the fastest.
Oh, and Kia gets another 3 seconds.
Oh, Kia. That is no. It's still okay because he will still get P4 at this rate. However, though, I think he would have.
Oh, there we go. The last squad in the wall.
Oh, Lolo scores on the wall. That is not ideal. That's actually probably half of not what Kia Plays wanted, because I think he would have liked DRS. Because as we know, DRS is actually somewhat efficient this game, and using it actually gains you a bunch of lap time, so that's not good. I wonder if the Haas has front wing damage.
He did not, because he didn't actually hit the wall, he just got very, very close to it. And Phoenix, though, is now very, very close behind Lola Scored. Will he go for the move on track, or just take it as it goes for the actual end of the race with the penalties?
So we do need to keep in mind, he has our front wing. Front wing damage, McNuggies is going to go through. McNuggies is through on... McNuggies just passed Phoenix. Phoenix actually has front wing damage. So that's interesting. We're going to ride on board here with McNuggies, because he's got no battery, he's going to go for it. Down the inside, can he hold it? Yes, he can. What a move. McNuggies sending it down the inside. As Lola Scored has pitted, that could be... Oh, and he nearly hits the wall going in. Kia Players has set the fastest lap of the race. I don't think he'll get P3. Too many penalties. Nuggies though, I think Nuggies will actually steal this from him. Theory, please shut up. Thank you. Nuggies got no battery left, but I think he should be able to hold 9. If he just doesn't lose 4 seconds to Kia Players, he should get P4. Oh, as there's... Oh, yeah, well, I scored. It's just coming out the pits. Dead heat going off the road there. That's not really ideal, dead heat. That's not the racing line, buddy. As the field's pretty spread out at the moment, it is 7.2 seconds to gap. DXmond is just pulling that gap out. Not too much of carrying at this rate, although it sounds like I've come right after all the actions happened.
Yeah.
Been a disaster for Aston Martin with Keg. Call me Keg's been out of the race. McLaren's had a disaster. AlphaTauri. Oh! That is a DNF of Lolo Scored.
Haas has now had a disaster.
Wait, hold on. I think he's retired on track. Yeah, he has to retire on track because his car's still moving. Okay, that is a retirement on track. I'm assuming that's going to be a penalty of some sort.
If we get reported yet, which I'll probably end up reporting it.
Yeah, well, you know what I will say? I don't know if I've been calculating this wrong, but PS Bomber is actually catching Sparks. I don't know if that gap was just like 1 second, but I think he might be catching. Have a look at it at the end of the lap and we'll determine. But DX1, 8.7 seconds. Clearly no one's able to stop this man. I don't know how he did last week. I've completely forgotten.
He won.
But yeah, okay, no, DX1 won.
Wait, no, he didn't win. He didn't win. Kia plays one. I don't even know. I think DX1 actually didn't do well. I think he got crashed.
Yeah, I'll say Cake had a shocker of a week last week. Shocker of a race last week, from what I remember. Saw him going off the road, and a bunch of issues seemed to be occurring for him. This week he was leading at one stage, I heard, but then obviously out of the race. So no point doing that. No point going on about it if he's not even in the race anymore.
Yeah,
But
Kia up the back of PS Bomber now. Obviously 3 laps to go. He won't be able to particularly pull out the 9 seconds that he'll need to get. But at least he can maybe get him on track just for the sake of saying that he got P3 on track.
yeah, well, actually, one thing that's interesting is that DXMon didn't score points last week, so this is an important win for him. Very much important. Obviously,
Down into turn 1, Kia should have gone for that, but he decided to slot back behind and hit the back of PS Bomber, giving a little bump draft maybe.
And actually, my fact has been confirmed. PS Bomber is actually oh, that was so close to the wall. PS Bomber's gonna go around the outside, but he loses traction. God, that was close. That was extremely close. But I actually was gonna say, PS Bomber actually caught Sparks on that lap. This could very well get interesting towards the last few laps of the race. Obviously, Sparks is gonna hold on to P2 because he's got no penalties. But as dead, he gets another 3-second time penalty. Not ideal. But I've got no doubt that Kia Plays is still going to go for the on-track P2, although he's got no battery. PS Bomber's got no battery. But, none of them have batteries. This is going to be interesting. Sparks, mate, you don't want to be running out that wide. How many warnings does Sparks have? That's going to be an interesting one, because Australia's quite common for them. Oh, god damn it, I think he just got one. It's not ideal. If Sparks gets a penalty, this is going to change the whole dynamic, because PS Bomber will be in contention for P2 here. Kia Plays gets another 3-second time penalty. Yeah, not the week for Kia Plays. However, though, I think he'll still lead the championship after this round. Because Sparks last week, Sparks only got Sparks got P6 last race. No, okay, it won't be enough. It won't be enough.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of setting up my graphic settings right now. I'm making them really low again.
Yeah, no, don't do what you want. I'll keep commentating for you. I'll give you a break. Right, Sparks, 11.7 seconds. DX1 has absolutely blasted off into the distance. I don't know if PS Bomber's got front wing damage, because the pace seems to be half dropping off a little bit. But, Kia Players, don't know if he's going to be catching Sparks so quickly. It's 1.2 seconds the gap. He only needs a few more seconds. The battery is so similar. They're both burning. They're trying to catch. The gap is 1.1. Obviously, with the new DRS zone, the detections have changed. It's a double DRS detection, so you can't, even if you get within 1 second, which it is now, you won't get it. You won't get it through this part of lap, even if you're within a second going in the fast lap right. So, main straight, if Kia can just hold this on, it's going to be a last lap battle for on-track second place. And I think PS Bomber is probably going to want to tune himself in a bit as DX1 spun! DX1 has spun into the wall!
Did he get damage?
Yes, he did. There's an end plate on the ground. DX1 has got damage. He's got damage. That is absolutely crucial. DX1 had such a great lead. He's lost front wing end plate.
But here comes Kia Plays. Will he be able to just... He might be able to stop Sparks from getting the win here as we come onto the last lap, depending on how bad DX1's damage is. Will he be able to bring it home? He still has most of his wings, so he should be able to bring it home. But damage can be quite crucial here. He's understeering and understeering and understeering. Will they catch him, and will Sparks be able to overtake him?
Oh, and he's got a 3-second time penalty.
Sparks is gonna win!
Sparks is gonna win Div 2 if as long Sparks is on 2 warnings. He just cannot bottle this. This is exactly, he cannot bottle. The cap's 8/10. It's 8/10 he has. God, DX1, this might be a controversial end. DX1, no man, what are you doing? Here comes Kia Plays around the outside. He goes. Kia Plays goes through on the inside. Oh, DX1 thought about it, but Sparks, after all he's done, he's gonna get in the DRS. There's a spin of dead heat in the background. All he has to do is bring it home.
After
that is-
all the drama that has happened in this race, where it looked
All
like
the
DXman
drama.
was set to win, and he spun out the final corner, got some damage, and Sparks now rounding the second last corner. You might even get it on track here, rounding the final corner. Just don't spin it, and he's gonna win the Australian Grand Prix DRS Open, and Sparks will be delighted.
Fox has won here in Australia. What an absolute scene. PS Bomber has got a podium. It's unbelievable. There's Alpine on the podium. McNuggy's P4. Oh, DX. Oh, Kia plays down to P5. That is. Oh, that's a fat hit from penalties. Ferrari, the second Ferrari of Phoenix, comes to the line. It'll be P6 for him. Second and sixth for Ferrari. Oh, DX won. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Oh, Sparks will be absolutely delighted by that. After all the troubles he's gone through in the last week, I think he would be cheering right now. There's currently a voice call going on between him and McNuggies and a Pocket and Dead Heat. I'd assume he's probably the one that's speaking right now about he won. Woo!
I just dropped my controller.
That is one way to have. That is one way to host a Grand Prix. DX1 though, almost at last to first. Came home in second place, so I still think he'll be decent. He'll be good with third.
Oh, apparently Sparks got a double warning anyway.
No, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. I did look at the race director. He did not get a double warning.
Okay. So, oh my. So, to run you through your order, only 6 drivers or 7 drivers finished. 7 drivers finished. Sparks, P1. DXman, P2. PS Bomber, P3. Nuggies, P4. Kia Plays, P5. P6, Phoenix, and last place, Dead Heat. And everybody else DNF'd.
Yeah, so there is some people saying how, the X1 might get a penalty removed for the track limits. So that'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But on track, after all the penalties, Sparks has walked away with a win. The order of Sparks, followed by DX1, PS Bomber, McNuggies in P4, Kia Plays in P5 after all those penalties. Phoenix is in P6 with Ferrari, P7 is Dead Heat, the last finisher of all the orders. Then we have Lolai scored, Frosty, Kizzy, Call Me Keg, Macca Jr., Spicy, Mickey, Milan, Firestrike, and Zonix to finish your order.
Oh, yeah. So, what an ending to the race. Div, I'm honestly, because Div 1 lobby has to open soonish, we're not gonna run interviews. But, that is the end of the race. Div 1 is in about 45 minutes. And...
Oh, I reckon we could do interviews before then.
Oh, we definitely could, actually, but...
Let's do interviews.
Yeah, let's do interviews. Let's just tell them to join Paddock VC.
My god, how would you rate that race on a scale of 1 to 10?
Not gonna lie, quite a low rating.
Oh, excitement! Come on, this is excitement. You've gotta embrace how it's exciting. Alright, I'm gonna see you in Paddock VC. Alrighty, as we're getting everyone in the Paddock voice channel, because we will be getting interviews underway. If they're watching the stream, we would like DXmond, Sparks, and PS Bomber to please join.
Well, we got PS Bomber and Sparks. But we don't have...
I have messaged PS Bomber. We will get him. Oh, he's already in. Okay, we need DXmond.
There he is.
As he's okay. Who do you want to interview? Who do you want to interview, Lindsay? I can interview one person.
Honestly, we normally start from P3, but I'm going to start from P1.
Alright, go ahead.
Sparks, mate. P1 in for Red Bull in round 2. How do you feel after that?
Amazing. Oh. Bit of context. Under one of the safety cars at about, it was lap 10 I think, I lagged back to last, which was P16 at the time. And then, there was some amazing overtakes that I did, and DXwind, whatever happened to DXwind on the second last lap out of the final corner, gifted me the win there. So
Yeah, he spun and got damage.
Well, actually, it was more the penalty that.
Oh, yeah,
gave
the
him win,
damage
because
too.
if he didn't, yeah, well, if he didn't get that penalty, I don't think the win would have actually gone to you. I think it was 4/10 across the line. But
I mean, if he didn't have the penalty, I would have overtaken him. But okay.
well, seems like an absolute chaotic race. But you're 12 seconds back. At any point, was it really at a concern to you that a win was possible?
When I realized I was P4 with about 9 laps to go, and then I got past Phoenix when whatever happened to him, I was P3, and Drifts had 15 seconds of penalties, and I think it was Drifts, Frosty, and DXmond in front of me, and Drifts had 15 seconds, DXmond had none, and Frosty had 3, so I thought I could have been on for a win then, yeah.
Yeah, well, you most certainly got it. We'll see how the steward verdicts play out afterwards, of course, but for now, you are the winner. And we will move on to DXmond if he is there.
Is he? Is he here?
Hello,
Yeah, hello.
There he is! Okay,
the
Lindsay.
big bottle.
No, you Toto, you take it.
Okay. Alright, DXmond. Interesting race. Started last, of course, with the penalty in qualifying. But then, or was it a penalty? I'm not too sure. But then climbing your way all the way to first, had the biggest gap ever. But then the second last lap, you had a moment. What happened?
I don't want to talk about it, to be honest. I just lost the car. I was not focusing. It pretty rookie error from me. And then I got absolutely, well, I shouldn't swear, but I got screwed by EA when they gave me a double warning, which gave me the pen. I was running on one warning the whole race, and then I got that, which was fun. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm obviously happy with P2 from where I started. So, yeah, we'll just take it. First points for the team. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, if you did get a double warning, there is procedure around that, of course. Just make sure you follow that.
I mean,
I'm
well,
sure.
I did clip the incident, but the problem was after the race, my race director didn't load, so I didn't get a screenshot. So I won't get it removed because that's the rules, I think.
Yeah,
so
it is,
I don't know if Lindsay can. Yeah, because I clipped the incident, but I haven't. Yeah.
You
so.
just hope that somebody else maybe got race director for you, because that's what happened to
Yeah,
me last
I
season in
did
Australia.
I did ask, but
Yeah, okay.
I don't think
Well-
so. So congrats to Sparks, I suppose. He deserved it at the end. Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
well, so was it more just try and build that gap? Of course, without the battery, were you trying to just pull the battery, get the biggest gap possible? Or was it more just, oh, I've accidentally burnt my battery, but I still need to go fast?
Like when I pulled away when I was in first.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
you pulled
first
away.
place.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just using my battery when I wanted. I wasn't really thinking that deep about. I was just mainly driving. I wasn't risking it because when I did crash, I had 11-second gap. But the thing was, I had I don't know if you were on board with me when I spun, but I had like a half moment. So I lost like a second or two, and then I spun properly. But the problem was, instead of like pointing backwards, I was pointing sideways. So I had to kind of like reverse. Like I was right next to the wall, so I had to reverse and then go. So it was just awkward, but I shouldn't have crashed anyway. But as I said, from starting P17 or whatever it was, it's a pretty good effort to get P2.
Yeah, it most certainly is. It seemed to be much a chaotic race from what I was managing to get through from the start.
Did you catch me getting damage? Crashed
No, I
into the
did
back
not.
of Phoenix twice.
I joined
Safety car?
at lap 17. I joined lap 17 of the second restart.
Oh,
so
fair enough. Well,
I didn't
yeah, I
get
just
to see a
look.
lot.
I will certainly take P2 after that race. I reckon I pitted a solid 3 times. It was just comedy of errors. I'm P2 is an amazing result from like all the mistakes and just that race in general. I'm just happy with that.
Well, congratulations though. It's P2 still much better considering the
Yeah.
fact of
Yeah.
last week. Of course, no points on the board. So if any titles to be held up, this week was very much important. Alrighty, we will move to PS Bomber, the man, the myth, and the legend.
Yeah, I'll take this one. PS Bomber, mate. P3 out of absolutely nowhere. What are your thoughts on getting P3?
I am extremely shocked, surprised. I had no clue that I was going to get P3, especially from last week, because last week I ran out of fuel and DNF'd. So this is a really nice thing to happen.
Yeah, obviously that is good for Alpine and the constructors too. Are you more focused on the drivers or the constructors this season?
I think the constructors is what I'm focused on, especially with Firestrike and me being teammates. Yeah, we were in the call the whole time. He was just letting me know what was happening the whole time. It was very helpful.
Yeah, so that'd be good. Obviously, your TP is in the call here, so he'd be happy to hear that you two are working together.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I can most certainly say that anyone who had some sort of doubt, of course, I took PS Bomber into Alpine. Everyone obviously thought and said to me that it was very much a bad decision or it was a huge gamble. And I can safely say that I might be very good at gambles because it seems to have paid off. But anyway, congrats on the P3. Of course, very important for Alpine and great for your Drivers' Championship program.
Yep.
Trying to get up through the standings, especially yet again after last week, the fuel situation at Qatar. Qatar is very unpredictable to fuel. I don't think a lot of drivers got around it because I believe Churchill also had that issue.
Yeah,
But
me and
he was
Churchill.
he was gonna win the race until his fuel ran out, which is unfortunate. But much the chaotic race. I must ask though, in that moment going to turn 3 where Kia went past you and you hit the wall, did you get damage? Because I was kind of debating whether you did or not.
I don't think I got damaged, no.
Okay, I was wondering because I thought you may have, but I just wasn't too sure. But I will say one thing though, close instances like that, probably don't want to have too many of those because there are going to be times where the hits are harder and the damage will come.
Alrighty, so that is going to be the end of the Tier 2 stream. Tier 1 is in only 25 minutes or 24 minutes from now, so I actually don't know who's on comms for that one. I need to double check. Hopefully Sparks.
33 minutes because we start at 5 o'clock.
Oh yes, 34 minutes. Sorry, I'm just special. It's fine. I think Sparks will be on comms. I'll try to convince him. Maybe him and Phoenix. I'll see what I can do.